guys, is not the morning, it is the afternoon. And today we're going to be discussing about something that's an imperative topic that needs to be discussed about this world. And how we feel as humans on what to do and what our purpose is in the world. And how we know which way is the right and wrong way. Growing up, having so much maybe negativity or people around you saying things you wanted to do were not possible or incapable of doing. How do we decipher how we want to become in the world? What is our real purpose if we can't even decide on our own what we want? That's the main of this topic right now. How do we decide what we want for our future? And I'm going to tell you. Many people will never follow their dreams, follow their passions, follow what they want to do, follow where they want to get in the world for one specific reason. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe they could do it. They don't believe they could find a way to do it. Or they're too lazy to even do the research on their own or look into what they want to do. And I'm speaking like this because I was the same type of person. I was the same person in the same room, thinking the same way, feeling the same way, in all of it. Feeling that nervousness, feeling that anxiety, feeling that confusion of the world, feeling lost that brings you into a type of world that gets you even more lost because you don't know what you want to do. And sometimes I even say people in their senior years of college, this is the most imperative time for you. And why I say this is because I don't want to speak to only one people who are in college, but what I've noticed is people in college, when you're seniors, you might have an idea of what you want to do, but you're not certain on it. You're like, I want to reach to all the way over here, but I don't know how to get there. So what I always say is break down your goals, break down your dreams to figure out what's first step to get here. Here's an example of a guy that's a freelancer. He does freelancing first, he does editing or content creating, things like that. He can't find work like that, right? Say he's a senior in college doing video editing or any type of editing that is so imperative. He knows all the information, but does he know how to market himself into the world? No, because they don't teach that in college. That's just something that you need to go and do your own research on. If you want to become something like that, you got to go and reach after it and find it. And it is not easy. And I'm going to tell you the first steps on how to do this for yourself. First, realize that you got anxiety for your future. Then realize that then realize the idea of what you want to do for your life. Once you realize the idea or concept you want, then you come out with the goals and how you work towards that type of goal to get you to that dream desire. I'm not going to say this is easy work. Nobody said it was. But would you rather sit on the sidelines and not go after your dreams? Would you rather sit in your dorm or sit in your house contemplating what's the next steps, but you're not going to contemplate it because you're like, I don't know how to even process this emotion? Because, hey, I understand how you cannot process that type of emotion because you don't want to feel that type of anxiety. You don't want to go through the deeper parts of you to figure out what is the real cause and why I don't want to find my purpose, find my dream, find what I want to do in life. It's because you're not trying to dig deeper into yourself to figure it out. Sometimes I always say, some people like to stay in the surface level of life, like to live life in their present. I love people like that. I love it. Don't ever change for anything. Why? Because many people cannot even do that and be in their own present. So if you are able to have your fun and have your present moment be enlightened, take it in. What I'm here to tell you is to now balance the other side of the other aspect of life, and that is now focusing on yourself. Because we all need to focus on ourselves in life. And soon enough, you will have to focus on yourself. And that's why I say when you're in college, you're going into your next journey. You're going into your next steps. What do you take next? It's so scary, and I get it. Loans are going to come in, financial loans, I get it. And you have no clue what you want to do. Start small. And what I say is go into the field that you want for yourself. Say if you want to go into content creating, content create for small businesses. Reach out to small businesses. Promote yourself like that. Go out into the world and find that. Say you want to, when you get out of college, work in cybersecurity. Once you get out, find a job that does IT. Work your way up that way. Find a job in cybersecurity if you can find it. But if you need to start from the first step to move to the next steps, take it. It's a step forward. Doesn't mean you can have your whole life or your whole dream figured out right when you get out of college, or not even when you get out of college, right when you figure out that this is what you want to do for yourself. It's not going to come like that. Sometimes you might get great opportunities sent to you that will help you on your journey and help you manifest or help you grow further on what you want to do. And that's what I call as opportunities. But how do we get to that opportunity? I always say opportunities, they come to you, but you have to also be aligned with it. Meaning you have to also be, let me give you a scenario. Let's say this, I want to be an actress on a movie. That's what I just came up with. When I get out of college, I want to be an actress. I just said the words, right? I'm not doing anything. I'm not looking at firms, agencies. I'm not signing up to agencies. I'm not looking at casting calls. I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying I want to be an actress. An opportunity might come to me. Say randomly, I could get a random person walks up to me and tells me, I want you to be a star in this movie. Most people would back out. Why? Because they don't got faith and trust in themselves to do it. Or maybe they won't and they go headstrong into it and overwhelm themselves because they didn't really understand the world or understand the industry or understand what they really wanted. They just wanted to be an actress in a movie. But did you understand that you had to read all these damn lines before a movie set? Did you know that you have to understand cognitive hearing when somebody is talking to you and remember your lines? Do you know there's deadlines to things? Do you know you have to sometimes go across country and not see your family for a while? I'm giving scenarios, you understand? And maybe you were not prepared for that. Why? Because you didn't know how to get there. You didn't know what it was really about. You didn't do your research. You didn't do your time to take the accountability of wanting to be this actress, wanting to be this person. And mostly in life, we don't do the time to really do inner work for ourselves to figure out what we really desire to become or do in life. And that's because I always say it's less knowledge. It's not even research. It's knowledge about what you want to become in life. I'm going to give you one other scenario that actually did happen in my life. I wanted to be a nurse. My whole family was a nurse. I wanted to help people out. I was smart. I was in honors anatomy. I had the credits. I had the knowledge. I had the focus. I had the drive. But I didn't have the motivation or the love for it because I didn't want it. Deep down inside, I knew I didn't really want to be a nurse. I didn't want to help people out that way. I wanted to help people out in a whole different type of way. And that was my awakening to realize I didn't know what I wanted to do at that point. I just knew I didn't want to do nursing. And I didn't do my research on how difficult nursing school was going to be. Mind you, I didn't fail out of it. I just didn't want to do it anymore. So that's not so much of the point, but I'm more saying that my heart wasn't in it, so I wasn't giving it my all or my best or my care of knowledge. I was just going through the motions, just saying, you know what, I gotta do it because I want money. I want to make this money, I want to make this cash, I want to do this. But deep down inside, before I even went on this journey, I knew damn well that's not what I wanted. I knew. And that's the voice that I want you to listen to. I want you to listen to that voice in your head that's telling you whatever you're doing, or maybe you're in a situation or a job or a career that's not what your purpose or what you want to become for yourself. Listen to that intuition because that is your own sense of soul that needs fulfillment of doing this certain thing in life. This certain career, this certain life experience. I'm sorry, if you want to go through a different type of life experience than what you're in, you have to do it. You have to put the knowledge in, put the research in, put the time in to figure it out. And that's not only just looking up what you want to do. This is also going deep into yourself, listening to yourself, hearing what you want out of life. Because that's the main purpose of why we're all here, is to figure out what our purpose is, to feel fulfilled in life, of our own lives. Doesn't matter if you're an A-list celebrity or an accountant at a law firm. It doesn't freaking matter. If that's your dream, that's your dream. Oh, I almost knocked the water down. You know? Doesn't matter. You want to be a corporate lawyer, go and do it. Be the next person on Suits. I'm kidding. But do whatever the hell you please. You want to be a professional skier, go ahead. I don't care, put in the work. Do it. If that's your purpose and that's how you feel like at the end of everything, like at the end of really going deep and understanding what you want out of life, and you came back to the realization, this is exactly what I want, and I'm not changing my perspective on life on it, and I do want this for myself to fulfill in my life on earth, that's what you need to go and take action on and get the knowledge on. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be so knowledgeable. I was saying about the nursing thing, like I didn't know and how I had to switch. Once I switched, it's not like I knew either at that point that I wanted to open up my business and start a YouTube channel and give motivation, give advice, help people feel safer. I didn't know that this was the way to go. I went into psychology. I knew that I wanted to help people mentally because of how the emotional abuse that I went through. I wanted to help teach people how to redirect that and repurpose their own lives to become whatever they chose to be. That's what I wanted. But then I went into psychology because I thought that was a path in my head that I wanted. But mentally inside, I still knew that was not it. I still knew. And I took a semester off from school. Still didn't figure it out. Until I did. I figured out that I wanted to run a business one day. While I took that semester off. Step up to understanding what I wanted. I went to business school. Realized I love the marketing world. I love creating content. I do it for myself. Now at this point, I'm actually creating content. So I'm like, I would love to market for some other companies. Still not thinking of my own. And still, that's still stepping stones that I want for myself. It's good to get into the marketing field. It's good to understand the business world if I want to open up a business and open up businesses one day. I'm not going to do that in psychology. I'm not going to do that in a nursing major. I'm not going to do that sitting on my ass, not working towards my dream. Honest truth. Nobody will be able to do it but you. True to that. You're not going to be able to change your life. Nobody else is able to change your life but you. So once you realize that, once you realize this is the way I want to go, you're going to go take every paintbrush step by step to get there. How do we reach the knowing of where we should be in our lives? Or say, how do we reach our purpose in life? How do we reach our purpose in life? I love that. And this is how. This is how. You need to connect with yourself. You need to go deeper within yourself. You need to take those risks for yourself. You think, and I'm going to be honest with you, I come from a strict Indian and Italian family household, meaning that one side was very into the medical field itself, only wanted me to do that. Doctors, nurses, all in one. The other side always had a dream of wanting to do something creative, but never did. Held themselves back for family. I know it's hard to take risks, even in the most fucked up situations. And I'm sorry, but the most messed up situations are the ones that help you really get where you want to be. It teaches you something that will click internally forever if you go through harder lessons than most in life. And that also, I always say, if you are going through harder lessons than most in life, it's because you have a greater purpose than most. And I hate saying that because everybody got a purpose in life. But sometimes there's many pure hearts that are supposed to teach others or supposed to help others in life. And that doesn't even have to be what I'm doing. It could honestly be in the business world. How you think and how you enlighten or awaken people around you on a team, in a corporate law team or corporate meetings and things like that. Or you're a psychologist and you just have yourself and you're, what's it called, with your patients. You need to connect with them. Even nursing, connecting with people. There's always a need to connect. And the best way to connect with anybody is connecting to yourself first and feeling aligned within yourself. And the best way to do that is finding what you really desire to do in life and working towards it. Or I will tell you the other side of things. You will become the most hated person, individual for yourself, for maybe other people, because of the negativity that you have for not living out your own purpose. And because you decided, I don't want to push myself. I don't want to get out. I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to push myself to work for my purpose, my dreams, my goals. I don't want to do any of that. Your negativity is going to affect many of around you. Affect yourself. It's going to affect you. So the best key I say is, if you don't want to go down that type of journey, you're not ready for it, fine. But be ready. Because this is life. And we all need to grow up. And I hate saying that, but I'm going to sit here and say, whatever trauma you went through, if you didn't have a childhood, if you did have a childhood, it doesn't matter. You still got a purpose in this life. Everybody does. So, try to find it. Just look in with yourself and trust your intuition on what you want. This all connects to with other videos that I say, but I'm making it so you understand how it connects to your own thinking of your own life. Like finding out how I find my purpose in life. You need to connect with yourself. You need to go deeper in what you want for yourself. If you took everybody out of the picture, every single person that influenced you on your journey or influenced you to make your decisions for yourself, take them all out. That's the first step. Once you do that, you're going to come back to yourself and think, if I tuned out every single person and their influence on what I wanted for myself, what would I become? What would my dream become? Once you got that, that's it. That's it. That is what you should be working on. That is the purpose that you should be going for. That is a career path or anything that you want for yourself. So, I hope that helped. I'll see you guys in the next. Oh.